Hello guys, welcome to Ning's reading class. Today we're going to read a paragraph. Actually, it's a paragraph from an essay that's from this book called The Rules of Life, written by Richard Templer. That's a UK writer. The objectives in today's class are first, we're going to identify the main idea for the one paragraph. And the second, we're going to create a concept map based on the information we read from the paragraph. Okay. Third, you are going to create your own concept map by using Padlet. What is the Padlet? Yeah, this is an online tool which helps you organize your information and mind. And for the last part, and you guys are going to make a presentation in front of the rest of us and to show what you have learned by using Padlet. Okay, before we actually read it online, read it on Padlet, I'll read the paragraph first to you guys. Okay, the rules of life. Accept what is done is done. People make mistakes, sometimes very serious ones. As often as not, the mistakes aren't deliberate or personal. Sometimes people just don't know what they are doing. This means that if in the past people have behaved badly towards you, it wasn't necessarily because they mean to be horrid or because they were as naive, as foolish, as human as the rest of us. They made mistakes in the way they brought you up or finished a relationship with you or whatever, not because they want to do it that way, but because they didn't know any different. Okay, after the reading, did you have any ideas about this paragraph? Think about it. Do you want to know more about this paragraph? Of course. Yeah, that's great. Then you will find a piece of paper on your desk, right? Yeah, you found this paper. It is include all the readings, all the information I have just read on this book. So please read it. Find a pair and read it together. Yeah, I'm sure you guys can find a pair, find a partner. Yeah, let's do the partner reading. Great. Great discussions. Well done, guys. Okay. Don't worry, I will show you how to organize the information, how to use it to organize the information. So now, this is the first sentence. It is like a general fact, right? People make mistakes. It is a fact. And there's more further explanation about this fact. One of the explanation is sometimes the mistakes are very serious one. Yeah, this is represent the mistakes are very serious ones. Another explanation is as often as not, which means usually. The mistakes are not deliberate or personal. Yeah, it makes sense. People make mistakes. One explanation is sometimes the mistakes are serious ones. Another explanation for the mistakes people made is they're not deliberate or personal. Right? You got it. Okay, let's move on. Why are we saying that? Why we are saying the mistakes people made are not deliberate or personal? Because, so there's another explanation for this previous one. Sometimes people just don't know what they're doing. Yeah, they don't really get it. They don't really know what they're doing. So basically, they don't realize they have made mistakes. Okay? Okay, makes sense. So they kind of like example or further explanation. This means this represent people just don't know what they're doing. This means that if in the past people have behaved badly towards you, this is one of the scenario or one of the result, the terrible result, where you have suffered or you have been through. It wasn't necessarily because they mean to be horrid. Okay, makes sense, right? This is the effect, this is the cause. This doesn't mean they mean to be horrified, but because they were as naive, as foolish, as human as the rest of us. Yeah, here it means if you suffer something really bad, yeah, not because the people mean to be horrid, not because they're terrible people, but because they're just naive, as foolish, as human as, yeah, the rest of us. This is another situation. They made mistakes in the way they brought you up. That means they mentioned you, or maybe in a rude way, or finish a relationship with you, or whatever, or just broke up with you. This is another situation you probably have been through or you have suffered. Uh, Still, this is the reason for this is not because they wanted or people do bad things to you. They refer to people who have done bad things to you. They wanted to do it that way, but because they didn't know any different. Here also, they didn't know any different ways. So when you have the kind of similar bad memory about this situation, you just tell yourself, not because they want to do it that way, it's because they don't know any other ways to express their feelings. So clear? Yeah, this. I hope this concept map will help you understand the gist of this reading better. Okay, let's review the concept map. One general fact is people make mistakes. Good. One explanation for this is, yeah, people make bad, serious mistakes. Another explanation, they don't really mean it, right? The mistakes are not deliberate or personal. Very good. Why we think that? What is the further explanation? Because people just don't know what they're doing, right? Why we saying this? Yeah, supporting detail one is if they have behaved badly towards you, not because they are horrible people, because what? Yeah, they are naive, they are foolish, they are human beings. Okay, what about supporting evidence two? What? Yeah, why they want to break up with you, why they brought you up in a rude way. Yeah, not because they really want to do that, because they don't know other ways. Now find your partner and then retell the whole story with him and try to add more information with your own personal experience. Very good. Now let's do it. Go!